Angela, still on the Crown and Tony Blair, parts of the story talk about how Tony Blair tried to modernise the monarchy. Did he do that? And if so, how successful was he?
Such an interesting question. But firstly, Jenna, I hate that scene. I absolutely loathe it. It's totally jumped the shark for me. Yeah. But to your question, Caroline, yes, he did modernise it. And I was in Britain in 1997. I have never witnessed a general election like it. And I've lived in New Zealand and Australia and the UK and witnessed, a series of elections. Tony Blair coming into power in Britain in 1997 to that song, Things Will Only Get Better. Yeah. It brought about Cool Britannia. That was the sort of axis of power between this young, youthful, sort of strident government that was very much at odds with the way that the aristocracy and the establishment worked. So there was this huge conflict already at play between monarchy and this modern new government. Then, of course, Diana died later that year, and Tony Blair and his right-hand man, Alistair Campbell, who was a former journalist, very much instructed the Queen, and gently, of course, because she was the monarch, as to how to manage that situation, which we saw depicted so brilliantly in the movie The Queen, which of course was directed by the same person as The Crown. Yes, he was influential. To the extent that the Queen was worried about her standing, I honestly don't believe that. But Britain was different, and because Britain was different, the monarchy had to respond to that. And we are still seeing that now. As social media changes the way that we see the monarchy, the royals are having to respond to that, and they're doing it very well. They're very at the forefront of social media and using those channels to transmit their own messages.
Yeah, absolutely. That's actually a excellent observation, Angela. Jenna, the Sussexes' purse strings appear to be tightening. There are rumours that Meghan wants to reunite with the royals and live at Kensington, but only part-time. I'm not sure if that's viable after the fallout from Endgame, but you'd think there'd have to be some pretty strict conditions if that was to be the arrangement.
Oh, look, I get it. Airbnbs are really tight at this time of year, love. I totally get it, especially in London in winter, I assume. But look, it is interesting. And I wish that the narrative coming out of the Sussex team was not about, money or things like that. It's about the fact that they have two beautiful children that you feel that are just being completely robbed of another part of their family and their heritage. And you just hope for the sake of the kids that bridges are mended in the not too distant future.
And Jenna, staying with you, I've got about a minute left. Camilla is launching her own podcast. How good is this?
I will be counting down the days. Now, Camilla, as we know, is an avid bookworm. We saw it through the pandemic. She regularly put out reading lists of which she was getting into. And I love this. I think she's got the most beautiful, really husky voice. And I love looking forward to that being in my ears. But I'm looking forward to what the Queen Consort is reading, and some of her famous friends like Dame Judi Dench and whoever else are joining her for book club. It's going to be great. Tune in.
Angela, I've got about 30 seconds. Have you got any insights on that?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this podcast. I want her to read out loud a really steamy blockbuster, like a Jilly Cooper or something. Yes. I just think Camilla reading that aloud, that would be awesome.
Look, she played the long game and she won, and it seems like there is absolutely no end to her talents. Ladies, thank you so much for your insights tonight. I really enjoyed that. We'll see you both again shortly.